Hi folks, Total Sales Solutions in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell diesel trucks, folks, and we sell lots of them. So one of every kind ever made, I guess. Sell them only on the internet. That doesn't mean that you can't come look if you want to, because you can, but we're just not open to the public. That means we have to sell a good truck, and we have to sell it at a bargain price. And we try to do that on every occasion. Today we're going to list a really nice truck that's really hard to find. It's a 2006 Chevrolet Silverado LT, four-wheel drive, Duramax diesel. Try to find one of those, a dual-wheel, four-wheel drive dually, folks, Duramax, that's affordable, that anyone can buy. You know, you can go out into the Chevrolet store and find one. You want to get some sticker shock, go price one of these. But this truck, the depreciation's out of it. It's a grand truck. It's loaded up. Windows, door locks, tilt and cruise, power seats on both sides, heated seats, moonroof. It's got everything that you could put on a truck in 2006. Sitting on a good set of matching Firestone tires. We'll show you the bed. Everything about it's just the way it ought to be. The leather's nice. Come on, we'll look at it. Got a good stand, standing up good. The windshield, is that a new windshield?
No.
No pecks, no flecks. The truck's not chipped up and beat up. You can look under here. It's a local Mississippi truck. It's not been in the mud. It's not been beaten, banged. Not been on a job site and torn up. Look in here how nice it is. Fully loaded.
Heated seats, memory seats, Bose, automatic headlights, steering wheel controls, moonroof, leather.
Steering wheel's in good shape. Back seats, it's working. Just show you the part. Look how nice the steering wheel is. Got the moonroof. That headliner is perfect. See all up in here. There's no mud, no detritus from wherever. Back seats is really nice.
Got a rear defrost, cup holders, headphone jacks with separate controls for the radio, climate outlets. Got pretty much everything. Of course, this is a Southern truck. No rust anywhere. You can see the cab corners, the bottom of the doors. All that's good on it.
It is really cold here in the Confederacy today, folks. It's 40-something degrees, and it was 76 yesterday. So I wonder we're not all dead. Not been on gravel roads and beaten, picked up. There's no mud under there. It's not stained and all that. No one's had it out in the woods trying to tear it up. The bed's not beaten, chipped up, bent and banged. Look inside. It's got the original spray-in bed liner. It's got a turnover ball. Got your rails already in it. You might not need all this, folks, but if you ever do, trust me, that saves you thousands of dollars. That stuff is expensive to put in. Once again, the fender flares are not cracked and chipped and beat up. You can look down the side and see how clean it is. Firestone tires underneath.
Knee deep
in rubber.
Leathered up and loaded.
Equipped and not stripped. Look back here. This is a nice truck. Well, it's not only a nice truck, folks. You can't find them. Oh, you can find some Fords. Look how straight that line is on the bed. I'll always like that. But to find a Duramax equipped like this, hard to do.
Heated seats.
It's not cracked.
It's not peeling, not cracked, ate up. You can see it's got the Z82 and Z85 heavy duty towing and suspension. It's got the skid plates, 373 limited slip. Got it all.
I don't know where we've had one of these, especially one this nice. 06, it's affordable. Anyone can buy. This truck's ready to work, folks. If you got a farm, horse trailers, job site, whatever you want to do, this truck will do it, and you don't have to spend $100,000. This is a nice truck. You see how well it stands up, and look at those tires. Not all bruised and skinned and beaten. It's not been, it's not been an everyday work type truck. But it's a great truck. They're hard to find. It's going to be a real value. Whoever needs this truck, you're going to be tickled you get it. And if you buy it, decide to ship it, which is the most economical way nowadays. Dan's got an end to get them shipped at a really reasonable price. when it gets there, I promise you, you'll like it. It's a 2006 Chevrolet Silverado LT 4-wheel drive Duramax. Got it all, sitting on a great set of Firestone tires. Everything about it's just the way it ought to be. This is a really nice truck, and you ought to buy it, folks. You'll like it. And whoever needs one of these trucks is really going to like it and like the economy involved in the price. Thank you so much for watching our video. We appreciate that more than you know. Look forward to visiting with you about this 06 Duramax 4-wheel drive dually. Seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you on a test drive. Just wanted to show you a few things under the hood. First of all, we don't clean under hoods. This is just how it came in. So you can see it's not covered in grease and oil and grime and mud. Now, I'm not going to say this truck has never been in mud, but if it has, it wasn't in it for very long, because when you splash around in mud, all these bare aluminum pieces get a brown patina that you just cannot clean off. So this one doesn't have that. Antifreeze is good, jug's not corroded. Alternator's been replaced at some point, but the main thing I want to show you, you can see here, I take the cap off, no smoke whatsoever, although smoke's not a big deal as long as it's not puffing. The main thing is, you see, set the cap down, it doesn't blow off. That means there's no blow-by. Blow-by is engine compression getting past the piston ring and into the crankcase. Not necessarily the sign of a bad engine, but it's a sign of wear that this truck doesn't have. So what it does have is about a, I think it's either a 4 or 6 inch lift on it. I'll try and find out for sure and put it in the eBay ad, one or the other, but it's done right. They didn't just crank up the torsion bars and call it good. I mean, it's done the way it should be. But anyway, now we're going to hop in and take it for a spin. Okay, now we're in the truck. I'm going to take you for a spin. Turn the radio on. See, that works. Dual zone, auto climate. It's got the good Allison transmission. You can manually shift it. Got the tow haul mode. Got the steering wheel controls for everything. Automatic headlights. You can see it's got the compass and thermometer built in that work. Auto dimming rearview mirror, OnStar, garage door opener. It's got a little sunshade there. You can see moonroof works. Just wanted to show you that it does work. Locks down. We'll turn this crap off. Put it in 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, or put it in neutral if you want to pull it behind something. It's got these little slide out things to give you some extra sun visor coverage. And you'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson. So even though the video may come out a little shaky, rest assured the truck itself has a great ride and drive. Doesn't make any weird noises. Fires right up, hot or cold. And whether you buy from us or whomever, you always want to hear them crank up cold. But on the Duramax, you also want to hear it crank up hot. Because if they've got injector issues or other problems, they may crank up fine cold, and you get down the road, cut it off, and it may not crank back up till it cools off again. But not an issue with this truck. And really, injector issues were mainly a problem on the 01 to 03 and early 04 Duramaxes. The 04.5 and ups, the LOIs, LBZs, all that, they don't really have the injector problems that the older trucks did. But either way, the truck does like it should going down the road. Doesn't pull to the left or right. Doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes. If you want to fly in and drive it home, you can. I would not hesitate to hop in this truck and drive it absolutely anywhere. It's got a great set of Firestone tires. Like I said, fires right up, runs perfect, hot or cold. we'll be glad to pick you up at Jackson International Airport anytime during the week. During our regular business hours, we'll bring you back to our place here in South Jackson. We'll do all the paperwork and feedback and everything and let you get down the road. Although, if you're like most of our customers, most of them buy from us because we got great prices and we got rust-free trucks, and most of our customers are from the Northeast and the Midwest, so we understand you may not have time to spend several days driving or flying down and driving home. So if that's the case with you, don't let the idea of having to ship it scare you off from buying it, and don't let the idea of don't let the prices you may find online, if you go to looking them up, scare you off, because odds are we can save you as much as half off on shipping. The reason for that is most of these guys online aren't shippers. They don't have fleets of trucks out on the road. They're just brokers, and they'll charge you hundreds of dollars up front. They call it a deposit, but all it really is their broker's fee for arranging for someone else to haul it. And they all get on this one website that's not open to the public excuse me, to make those arrangements. So what we've done, we're on that website, so basically we can offer you wholesale rates on shipping. So if you're interested, shoot me a text, 601-376-9869 with your zip code, and I will get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. And if you're anywhere near Houston or Dallas or Atlanta or pretty much anywhere in the state of Florida, then I can get you a real good deal on shipping. So, like I said, if you're interested, let me know. I'll get you a good ballpark figure. Now, I do want to point out, there are a couple little spots on this windshield. There's a little round one. I don't even think you can see it. It's almost invisible right there. And there's a little small spot right there on the bottom of the windshield by the antenna. I don't know if you can see it, but not a big deal, not in your line of sight. But, you know, Dad said the windshield was perfect, but he's old and his sight's going out, so I don't want anybody getting mad at me, you know, over a little half-inch rock peck or something like that. So if that bugs you, a new windshield is $150. We can get it put in. One thing you also notice, what I like, this steering wheel, not ripped, not torn, not ate up. It had a cover on it when we got it, so that took care of that. And you can tell this truck has been on the interstate. This hasn't been something somebody's been hopping in to run short trips, stuff like that. This thing's been out on the road, and that's the best kind of miles. So it's got a good power. I can get on it. It winds out. These 06, 07 classic Duramaxes, they're the ones everybody wants. They're the hardest to find. They hold their value better than any other truck. I mean, you could even buy a probably a 08 or 9 for less money, but it's got that newer motor with all the with all that dang emissions crap, and this one doesn't have that. So that's why everybody wants them. If you have any questions about the truck, give me a call, 601-376-9869. If you want to make an offer, want to know what it takes to buy it, any of that, just give me a call. I'll be glad to discuss it with you and go over everything with you as far as all that goes. If you have questions about shipping or pretty much about anything, like I said, just give me a call. Beyond that, I mean, you can see, let me show you the dash. We've been driving about 10 minutes. I like showing the dash after we've been driving so you can see for yourself. There's no warning lights, no service lights, none of that lit. All the gauges are reading where they should. The only thing we've done, we put a new clock spring in the steering column just so to fix that. It had a little problem there, but beyond that, we haven't really had to do anything to the truck. So just a nice, well-maintained Duramax that somebody obviously took care of The body's straight. I mean, there's a few spots we touched up, nothing major, and that's about it for nitpicking. So like I said, if you have any questions, give me a call. Otherwise, we appreciate you watching the video and look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.